Hey everybody, wanted to take a couple minutes, talk about a very important tool that I feel you should all be using, something you can use every single week. This is a conference call that you should dial into because every time you dial into this conference call, it serves as a training for you. You can use this conference call to take notes and strengthen your skill set for when you're talking about our product and talking about our business. Who else should dial into this conference call? Your prospects. It's a great belief builder. When you have a new prospect evaluating our information, write down the phone number, the date and the time, and give it to them. And then make sure you make a note to yourself the day before or the day of to call them, text them, or email them a reminder. This conference call is a thorough overview of the company corporately, a thorough overview of the business opportunity, and a thorough overview of the product. It's not too heavy, it's not too medical. I generally invite one other person at the end to share their perspective, either medically or from a business perspective, but it's just a phenomenal tool and I really think it's underutilized. Now, one of the things I've always done great with is last minute invitations. I would call somebody up the same day and I'd say, hey, I just learned about a conference call taking place tonight. I knew you'd want to hear it. Let me text you or email you the number and the passcode. And if you can get in, great, or better yet, I can three-way call you into the conference call. This way I know you got in. That would be the way that I would approach inviting somebody onto the conference call. If you tell somebody on a Friday about a conference call taking place on a Wednesday, you know chances are they're going to forget. So if you do it in advance, make sure you leave yourself a note in your planner that day to send an email, text, or phone call reminder. But if you want, wait until the day before and give them that last minute heads up. The key to these conference calls is to get your prospects, your new franchise owners on them, and then don't forget the most important element, and that's the follow-up. That follow-up is so important because it shows your prospect or new franchise owners that you're on it, that you're on top of your business. And when you follow up, it can be text, email, phone call. I always prefer a phone call because I think live-to-live contact is the best. But there's only one question you need to ask. From what you heard, what did you find most interesting? Don't say, so what'd you think? Or, that was great, wasn't it? Just ask that one question. So from what you heard, what did you find most interesting? Because you see, then you're positioning yourself for a positive response. They're going to say to you, well, that product sounded really interesting. So now that's your clue to focus on talking about the product. After you've focused elaborating on the product, then ask them, what else did you find most interesting? And they may say, well, the financial part seemed kind of interesting. Tell me about that. And then you focus on that. But remember, the point of follow-up is to always focus on what is important to the prospect, not what's important to you. Lose your agenda. You're better off speaking to what's important to them, so this way you have their attention. Don't be in a rush to get somebody information about the company, the product, how it works, how to make money. Take it one step at a time, speak to their interest level, then go to the next interest level that they have. All right, I guess I've talked enough. Please plug into the conference call. The number is area code, and this is the same number every week. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. Mark your calendar. Don't forget it. It's 712-432-1680. I'll repeat that. 712-432-1680. And the passcode is 131599 pound. Passcode is 131599 pound. And please, everybody, when you're on these conference calls, hit your mute button on your phone and get yourself and your background quiet, because we want to make sure that these national live calls are comfortable and easy for everybody to hear. See you on the call. I'm doing one tonight, and again, every week. If there's ever a change, I'll give you guys a heads up. Take care. Have a super week. We're at the beginning of August. I'm so excited. Take care.